solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere with both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter and the height of the cone is equal to its radius. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. So we need to find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. No need to substitute the value for pi. So here the solid is given in the shape of a cone which is standing on a hemisphere. So a hemisphere, above that a cone. Okay. Now here you can see one measure is given. Both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter. So radius of the cone, that is 1 centimeter, and radius of the hemisphere also 1 centimeter. Both the radii same. And also one more condition it is given. The height of the cone is equal to its radius. So here radius equal to 1 means height also will be 1. Understand? So h equal to 1 centimeter. Height and radius both are same. It is given in the question. Now the question is find the volume of the solid. So volume equal to, volume of the given solid equal to. How we can find the volume? That is volume of hemisphere plus what? Volume of cone. Understand? Volume of hemisphere plus volume of cone. Now you know the formula. What is the volume of a hemisphere? What's the formula? 2 by 3 pi r cube. You need to by heart the formula. Plus what's the volume of a cone? That is 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now we can substitute the values. Here value means r and h only you need to substitute. That is 2 by 3 pi into radius it is given as 1. So 1 cube plus 1 by 3 pi into what is r? Again 1 square into h also 1. Okay. Now what is it? 2 by 3 pi into 1 cube means it is same as 1. So 2 by 3 pi plus what? 1 by 3 pi. Here also 1 square and 1. So the product will be 1. So 1 by 3 pi. Now here you can see both the denominators are same. So we can add the numerator 2 pi plus pi. What is 2 pi plus pi? 3 pi. So we are getting 3 pi by 3. That is equal to pi. We can cancel 3. So pi, you are getting pi centimeter cube because it is the volume of the given solid. Pi centimeter cube. Next question is, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeters and base diameter 24 centimeters, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeters and radius 8 centimeters. Find the mass of the pole given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. Use the value of pi 3.14. So what is given? A solid iron pole consists of a cylinder. So first we have to consider a cylinder which is having the height 220 centimeters. So here we can select the height 220 centimeters and base diameter 24. Base diameter 24 means here we can select the radius. What is that? Half of 24, that is 12 centimeters. So base radius 12 and here the height is 220 and which is surmounted by another cylinder. So above that another cylinder you can see of height. What is its height? It is 60 centimeters. So we can select the height of this smaller one. It is 60 centimeters and also radius 8 centimeter. So you can see that here the radius is 8 centimeter. Understand? So a larger one and a smaller one. Two cylinders are there. Height is given, radius is given. Here also height and radius given. Now what we need to find? The mass of the pole. Given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So how we can find the mass? Mass equal to what? Mass is density into volume. How we can calculate mass? Mass equal to volume into density. Volume into density. That is, what is density? Density is the mass of 1 centimeter cube of iron. Okay. So, here we need to find the volume. Mass equal to volume into density. So, volume we need to find. Volume of the iron pole means volume of the 2 cylinders we need to add. Understand? So, for the first cylinder, we have to select the first cylinder and also the second one. Okay. So, for the first one, suppose the radius it is R1. R1 equal to 12 centimeters and H1 equal to 220 centimeters. And for the second smaller one, R2 equal to 8 centimeters and H2, the smaller height is 60 centimeters. Understand? Now, total volume equal to what? Volume of first cylinder. Volume of first cylinder plus second cylinder. Volume of 2 cylinders we can write. Volume of 2 cylinders we are adding. Okay. So, the first one it is, what's the volume of a cylinder? Pi r square h. So, pi for the first one it is r1 square h1 plus pi r2 square h2. Understand? So, total volume of the pole, iron pole is the sum of the volumes of these 2 cylinders. That's the volume of 2 cylinders we are adding. So, pi r1 square h1 plus pi r2 square h2. Now, we can substitute the values. That is pi into r1 square. What is r1? R1 is 12. So, 12 square into 220 plus, what's the second? Pi into R2 square. R2 means 8. 8 square into 60. Okay. Now, what we can write? The next one. Pi into what is 12 square? 144 into 220 plus again here also pi into 8 square means 64 into 60. Now, after multiplying these two numbers, you are getting 31680. 31,680 pi plus then 64 into 60. After multiplying these two, we are getting 3840 pi. Understand? So, after adding these two, we can see that it is 35,520. 35,520 pi. Okay. Now we can substitute the value of pi. That is, the value of pi is given 3.14. So, 35,520 into 3.14. That is equal to the number you need to multiply 0.8 centimeter cube. Okay. So, 1,11,532.8 centimeter cube. Now, what is given? Mass of 1 centimeter cube iron, that is given as 8 gram. Okay, that is given in the question. Therefore, mass of the pole equal to what? The volume into 8 gram. Okay, volume into 8, that is 1,11,532.8 into 8 grams. No, that is 8. Now, after multiplying this, what you are getting? You need to multiply this. So, here it is 8,92,262.4 grams. This much of grams. Now, we need to change this into kilograms. Dividing by 1000. So, what is the answer? Dividing by 1000 means the point will be here. So, 892.26 kilogram. So, what is our answer? 892.26 kilogram. That is the mass of the iron pole. Okay. Solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 centimeters and radius 60 centimeters standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 centimeters is placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeters and its height is 180 centimeters. So, you can read the question very carefully. So, what is given? a solid consisting of a right circular cone and also a hemisphere. So that you can see here a hemisphere and also a cone. So this solid we are putting, where we are placing that? Upright in a right circular cylinder, and this cylinder is full of water. So a cylinder is given which is full of water, and after that we are placing combination of a hemisphere and a cone into that cylinder, putting that into the water. Okay, and we need to find the volume of water left in the cylinder. Volume of water left in the cylinder. So first we can find the volume of cylinder. Okay, so because the cylinder is full of water, that is volume of water we can find, that is volume of the cylinder, and the measures are given. See, the cylinder radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeters and its height is 180 centimeters. Understand? So here it is radius of the cylinder which is 60 centimeters and the height is given 180 centimeters. So first we can find volume of cylinder. Okay, volume of cylinder, what's the formula? Pi r square h, and here we can select a capital H because one more height is here, height of the cone. Okay, so pi r square h, that is equal to pi into, what is radius? 60. So 60 square into h. H is 180. So that's equal to pi into, then 60 square, what is that? 3600 into 180. That is equal to, just you multiply 3600 into 180, you will get 6,48,000 pi centimeter cube. So it is the total volume of water inside that cylinder. Okay, now the next we are placing the combination of a hemisphere and a cone inside that cylinder. So we need to find the volume of hemisphere plus volume of cone. That much volume of water will be flowing out. Okay, the volume of water flowing out means, which is same as the sum of the volumes of hemisphere and cone. Understand? So we need to find that. That is volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Then what is the formula for finding the volume of cone? What is the formula? 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h. And the measures are given. Here it is. The radius it is given as 60 centimeters. That is given. And also the cone of height. What is the height of the cone? 120. Here the height is given 120. And the hemisphere having only one measure, it is radius 60. Understand? So volume of cone we are finding, that is 1 by 3 pi. Just you write the formula first. R square into h. 1 by 3 pi r square h plus what's the volume of hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cube. Understand? The volume of hemisphere we are adding to volume of cone. Now we need to substitute the values. Okay. So 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square means 60 square into h, that is 120, plus 2 by 3 pi into 60 cube. 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now the next is here 1 by 3 pi into pi, we can keep like this, pi into, here this 3 you can cancel. What is the value here? 40. And here also 60 cube is there. 1 3 you can cancel here. Okay. So here what we are getting? 60 square, that is 3600 into number 40. Okay. Plus 2 by 3 pi 60 into 60 into 60. 3 times we can write. No. So 1 3 you can cancel here. What's the number you are getting? 20. So here it is pi into, what is the number? 3600 into 40. What is that? It is same as, what is the number? 144 Okay. So 3600 into 40. 3 zeros are here. Then 36 into 4, 144 pi plus. Here you can see that 60 into 60, 3600 into 2 into 20, that is 40. So the same number you are getting here, 3600 into 40. So here also we can say that the same number 144 with the 3 zeros. Understand? That much pi. So the sum of these two will be what? 144 plus 144, 288 with the 3 zeros. So 2,88,000 pi. It is the sum of the volumes of cone and hemisphere. Okay. So volume of water flows out. Volume of water flows out, which is same as 2,88,000 pi centimeter cube. Now what is our question? How much water left in the cylinder? Therefore, volume of water left in the cylinder. Volume of water left in the cylinder equal to. So total volume of cylinder, that is the total volume of water, and the volume of water flows out, it is this 2,88,000 pi centimeter cube. Now how we can find the volume of water left in the cylinder, which is same as total volume of water minus volume of water flows out. Okay, so what's the total volume of water? Here you have got the answer, 6,48,000 pi. Okay, so we can write this, that is 6,48,000 pi minus the volume of water flows out, that is 2,88,000 pi. Okay, now we can do subtraction. What is that? Here it is. (3,60,000 pi), that much centimeter cube. 3,60,000 pi. Now we can substitute the value of pi. Okay, so 3,60,000 into the value of pi, we can substitute 3.14, or otherwise you can substitute 22/7. So here it is this much centimeter cube. Now what's the number? 3,60,000 into 3.14. So it becomes, okay, this much centimeter cube. Now we need to change this to meter cube. How we can change this to meter cube? Just you divide by which number? Divided by 100 3 times. Okay, 100 into 100 into 100. Why? Because 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. Here centimeter cube measure is there. So we need to change the centimeter cube into meter cube. For that, divided by 100 into 100 into 100. Okay, so we can cancel 2 zeros here, and then 4 zeros are there, 4 places you can select. That is 1.13 meter cube. 1.13 meter cube. This much water is left in the cylinder. Can you understand the question? Okay.